I guess we are live now and we can get started. And so today's title is a bit funny one. So I'm just checking my stream. Everything looks good. Did I change the title on YouTube? I need to check that. Yeah, getting job ready before I get laid off. So in today's stream, I am going to do some lead code to make myself job ready finally. I do have a job right now, but let's see. So we are going to start with some problems. Maybe we should like also create a roadmap probably. So this is a drawing software that I have been working for. It's not complete by any means, but it writes pretty fine. And what I want to do today is solve some questions on lead code. I don't want to follow like a particular list or something. I just want to go to random problems using the lead code. There is a random button that shows you random problems and solve those. A bit about my past is that I have done some lead code questions. So I solved around 500 questions, but these have been over like past, I don't know, many years, from 2018 to 2026 we are currently in. So the graph right now looks very empty. I want to fill it up again. You might see that I did some preparation over here. April, May, June, July. This was the time when I made my first switch, and then afterwards I made another switch around here where I did more preparation, and then I got a job. And yeah, so this looks like your graph when you get a job. It is all empty, but I believe we should be in preparation. So I do some development stuff as well. Like I've developed this software where you can draw stuff, you can erase all. There is no eraser concept right now, but yeah, this is the software. So this draws the line by doing some interpolation, so you can see circles being interpolated. But that is out of picture for this stream. We are going to work on this software again. I don't do much of contests. I'm not good at contests. As you can see, my rating also, it's very bad. So yeah, we should be getting started with some interesting problems, and I'm going to solve the problems in Java. So I will be using Java programming language, and yeah, let's see how it goes. I hope everything in the stream is fine. Yeah, the stream seems to be fine. And let's get started then, I believe. So let's go to the problem section. We have a bunch of problems. Let's see which one will we get. I don't want to do any hard problems to start with. I'm planning to do some medium or easy problems. Let's see. I need to keep my phone aside so I don't get distracted. And will we get an easy problem? Oh, I don't like maths as well. I think this should be easy problem. So it is a premium problem, but I do have lead code premium. Should I be solving premium problems on stream? I guess not. Yeah. Let's do this one, I believe. Can do this one. So let's say it is Java. One more thing I need over here is, where are the settings? Here we have the settings. Code editor, I'll increase the size. Font ligatures we don't want. Font size is fine. I need Vim. And yeah. Now we should be good to go. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to solve this problem, number of valid words in a sentence. Let's read through the problem and try to like understand this problem, how it works. Uh, a sentence consists of lowercase letters A to Z, digits and hyphen, punctuation marks, and spaces. Each sentence can be broken down into one or more tokens separated by one or more spaces. Okay. Token is a valid word if all three of these following rules are true. So it only contains lowercase letter, hyphen, or punctuation, no digits. Right? There is at most one hyphen. If present, it must be surrounded by lowercase letters A and B. So first rule is lowercase hyphens or punctuations. Second is there is at most one hyphen if present. It must be surrounded by lowercase letters. Okay, it should be something like this. Is valid, but minus AB and AB minus is not valid. There is at most one punctuation mark. If present, it must be at the end of the token. Okay. Are valid. Examples of valid token are A minus B dot. Okay. AFAD. BAC is given a sentence, return the number of valid words in the sentence. Okay. So we have cat and dog. We have three valid sentence. Three should be the answer. The valid words in the sentence are this, and this. So before we go into this one, do I have my terminal up somewhere? No. I need to check if I have JShell. I should be having. Okay. So in JShell, I can pretty much run like uh, Java code. So if I do string hello is equal to uh, hello, something like this, and then I print hello, we get this. So I can run like a REPL, like you do it for mainly Python has this functionality, but using Java you can do JShell and do the same. So what I want to do is string sentence is equal to, I just want to test a few things. That's how I do stuff. This is what we have. uh, Sentence dot split by space. Let's do this. So we are getting a space or like an empty string as well over here. Can we do, okay, then we'll get this thing. What if in the string I have like many spaces? What will I get then? Okay, so I get a lot of empty strings. So I believe we have to ignore these empty strings, and what I have to do here is cat and dog. Okay, and then we get the words and we can do stuff with the words. So right, we can get started, I believe. So first of all, we want to see the sentence. So the sentence has a length of 1, so I don't have to check if it is length 0 by any means, and contains these. There will be at least one token, so we have that guarantee also over here. And let's get started with this question. So string, I believe it returns me a string array. So can I look at string split Java? Let's look at the Java docs. Yeah, so the split function returns a string array, which is my tokens is equal to sentence dot split by space uh, for string token in tokens. So it has been some time that I've written Java for my this stuff. I'll make it final. I'll take an answer which is 0. I'll return the answer. Now we have a token. What we can do is if is valid token, we can call another function. I like to keep things a bit clean. Then we do a private boolean is valid token which takes a final string, which is the string or the token that we have, right? And I am getting a message in the middle of a stream. It's wastage. So we have this function is valid token. What we can do, we can apply these rules. There is at most one hyphen. Okay. So basically what we can do, we can go character by character over here and check all these rules. What I'll do is I'll create a private static final set which will be my allowed characters, and I want to keep it static. I don't think so. I can do something like this. We have set.off, I believe. I'm not sure about this one. So set of what? Set of string, and set of string we have. Now what we can do is we can have our allowed characters, which is, I think this should be characters then, right? Um, and the allowed characters will be, so all the, do I need it? I have all the alphabets, and then I have punctuations and the hyphen and all the digits as well. So I have alphanumeric, hyphen, and then the punctuation marks. What I can do, I can skip this one. I can do for char c in the token dot. Uh, how do we get? There is a function, I am sure. Uh, as character array, something like this, as character array Java char array, two character array. So we have this function called two character array. Do I have the ability to zoom? I don't think so, but yeah, two character array is something that we have. So we'll do two character array, and now what we can do, we can make it final. Now we have the character. We can check boolean hyphen, uh, which will say false, and if my character is equal to uh, hyphen, I have to check the character that is before it is hyphen, and the character that is after it is also hyphen. So there are a few conditions. If the hyphen was already there, then we return false, right? And let me complete this code. Answer plus plus. If we have hyphen, okay, otherwise we say hyphen is equal to true. If hyphen or the character is equal to, yeah, if it is like the first character or the last character, then also what we will do, we will mark it as false. So I'll probably want an index as well. Index plus plus. Right. So if the, there are two conditions here. If the index is equal to 0, or the index is equal to the last one, token dot length, or yeah, token dot length minus 1. Yeah. And what all conditions do we have other than this one? So we have this, or the character before or after it is not a lowercase character, then also it is an issue. Okay, so, or the uh, token dot caret index minus 1 is not equal to what we can do is we can check if it is a lowercase character, or if it is a character, it is an alphabet. Is alpha, we should have a method called is alpha in is alphabetic. So we have this one. So we have character dot is alphabetic. If not, token dot caret -1 character dot is alphabetic. What a long name. So this is becoming too long. I'll like to put it in a function, but I think I could do it later on. What I'll do for now is I'll have an enter over here. I'll have a space over here. And yeah, then we are good to go. Let me check. Okay. So this is the stuff. Right. One more condition that we would have is if the not character dot is alphabetic token dot character at index +1, then we return false. So we have checked the condition for hyphen. Else if the character was equal to, we have, okay, if it was a digit, do we have is digit Java? Yeah, we have. So we can use that method. So we have character dot is digit the C, we return false in this case. Else if the character was equal to a punctuation, so this or character is equal to this or character is equal to comma, right? Then we do check if the index is equal to the last, is not equal to the last one, last index, that is token dot length -1, then we return false, otherwise we return true. Let's try to see. Is alphabetic is an issue. Is alphabetic. We have this is alphabetic, right? Do we have to include this stuff? I'm not sure. Uh, java.lang.character we need. No. Cannot find token dot character at chart at, okay, char at. Is alphabetic. Okay, so we got expected is 3 and we got 4. What we want to also do is if the token is equal to an empty string, we return This is correct. This is 0. This is also correct. Let's try to submit this code, and we got accepted. I think this solution looks fine to me. So we got accepted over here, and let's jump on to the next question, I believe. So one thing I'll do is I'll keep in the description. Yeah. So here I'll do description.md, and I'll have this problem that I solved. Right, so we can close these tabs. Let's pick another problem and try to solve it. No, I'm not feeling like doing these. How about this one? My audio is fine. I need to check my audio. Just give me a second. Yeah, audio is fine. Audio seems fine. I checked it. Yeah, we can get back to coding. Do we want to solve this problem? The question is, do we want to solve this problem? Uh, I should probably zoom in a bit. No, I don't want to do this carpooling question, and not a premium problem. I'm not solving a premium problem on the stream. These are a bunch of hard problems. Let's do this. Let's try this one and see if you want to solve it or not. Find three consecutive integers that sum to a given number. So this is problem 2177. Given an integer num, return three consecutive integers as a sorted array that sums to num. If num cannot be expressed as the sum of three consecutive integers, return an empty array. This might be interesting. Let's look at the example. So we have 33, 10, 11, and 12. What are the constraints? Oh, okay. This is a math sort of a problem. You can give it a try. So, yeah, let's get to our drawing board. So for 33, like if we want to have three numbers that sums to this particular number, I think the first thing we can do is divide by 3, right? If we divide by 3, then we get 11. Then we can do like a check if uh 10, 11, and 12, this is the number before and this is the number after, right? uh we can check if the sum of these three is equal to the sum. Can we do this one? Can this approach work? And if it is not divisible by 3, I think then by default we give. So let's take one more example. So I'll erase this one. let's take three numbers, consecutive numbers. One, I'm going a bit like in the opposite direction. I think it's probably good to go in opposite direction in this question. So if I take three numbers, 1, 2, and 3, what will be the sum? The sum will be equal to 6. Then if we divide it by 3, we get 2, and we have 1 and 3, right? Let's do more. 2, 3, and 4 is like 3 and 2 is 6, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9, right? We divide by 3. Okay. And for 3, 4, and 5, let's take these. 5 and 4 is 9, 10, 11, and 12, right? And then we divide by 3, we get this middle number 4. I think we should be able to solve it. If it is not divisible by 3, we simply return an empty array. So what we can do is uh, new long this thing. How should we do this? So if the number mod 3 is not equal to 0, then we return new long and empty array. Otherwise we do num divide by 3. This will be mid, and left is mid minus 1, and in right is mid plus 1. We return new long array, which will have left, mid, right. Okay, it's a long, so we do long, long, and long. Let's try to submit this one. Yes. Okay, this was unexpected. I thought I was getting a bit rusty at doing the lead code questions, but maybe I'm back. I'm just kidding. I need one more question that put me into my place. So yeah, we solved this question pretty quickly. We were able to develop the intuition. That's why we were able to solve it quickly. So we have this one. This is a pretty simple solution. Oh no, I don't want to do another math. Should we do this one? I'm thinking, should we do this one? I can't see anyone in the chat. Yeah, I don't see much people in the chat. But if you are in the chat, do say hi, both YouTube and at Twitch. Yeah, let's see. We have good amount of likes on this question, but I am not feeling like doing that question. No, no, no. Ah, not a premium problem. Not a hard one. Don't want to do a hard right now. There are a bunch of premium problems. Linked list and binary tree. Ooh. I haven't solved like a tree problem in quite a while. So I think I can try this one. It says linked list and binary tree. I need my tablet. drawing stuff. So what do we have over here? Let's see. Linked list and binary tree. Given a binary tree root and a linked list with head as the first node, return true if all the elements in the linked list starting from the head corresponding to the downwards path connected in the binary tree, otherwise return false. In this context, downward path means a path that starts at some node and goes downwards. Okay. So at head we have 4, 2, and 8. At root we have this stuff. Hmm. This is interesting. So we have 4, 2, and 8 over here. We have 1, 4, 2, and 6. I have a solution in my mind, but I'm not sure if it will work or not. Because if all the elements in the linked list were unique, then it would be very much simple. But we have some constraints. The number of nodes in the tree will be in the range 1 to 2500, and the number of nodes in the list will be in the range 1 to 100. I think we can brute force this. Can brute force this one. Hmm. I'm thinking. I'm thinking if we have any other solutions or not. Just give me a minute. Let's like draw some stuff and try to understand this problem. Let's take first example, which is 1, 4, 4, 2, 1. Then we have 2, 6, 8, 1, and 3. So this is what we got, and sorry, yeah. And in the linked list, what we have is 4, 2, and 8, 4, 2, and 8. So at each node, I can go ahead and check if it is equal to the current. So I can keep current as head initially. Is it equal to current? Yes. Is it equal? Then I move current to current dot next. So current to current dot next, and your tree will move to left and right direction. Then I can check two. Yes, but I need to do it for each node in the tree. For each node in the tree, I need to do this. Let's try to write some code because it will be easier to think about this in terms of code. There's always one node, I believe. No. Okay, we can have like so for each node I'll check uh if head is equal to null and root is equal to null, return true simply. Otherwise for each node I need to check, right? So if is the path head comma root dot left, or is subpath head root dot right, then we return true. Otherwise we return false. This will be is no, I am doing something wrong. So I'll create a helper method which will take a head and a root. What will this helper give me is a boolean, and it will take your list node head and tree node root. Okay, what it will do now? Uh, we can check for left and for right. So I need to call another method. If head is equal to null, no, head will never be null. Head will always be equal to head. If root is equal to null, then we return false. If left is equal to is sub uh, linked list found, or I can say ll found at the head and root dot left. Okay, current head and root, head and root we need to check, and then I can simply do helper head dot left or helper head root dot left in the head. Otherwise I will do head and root dot right. If current or if ll found is true, head root, then we return true. Right, this should help, I guess. Now we need to write this function ll found list node head tree node root. Now if my head is equal to null, then we return true. Uh, now we have a few conditions. If my root is equal to null, we return false. We check the current node. If root dot value is equal to head dot value, then we do something. Otherwise, we do something else. If this is fine, then what we do is I'm probably doing a lot more, I think, repetition over here as per my understanding, but let's see how it goes. Um, root dot value equal to head dot value, and we can simply say if these are equal, then we say head equal to uh, head dot next, and root is in will go in two direction. Head dot next, root dot right. Otherwise we do ll found head dot head root dot left head root dot right. Let's try to compile. It works. When I submit, I get a wrong answer. Okay. So this is 4 and 2. I think I get it why. So let's draw this tree. We have 4, then 4 and 4. Do we have visualization of this? No. But I think it is something like this. We have 4, 4, 4, 1. Then we have null, null, null. And here we have 2 and we have 4 and 2. Or maybe we have 2 somewhere else. This is null. This is 2. We need to reset the head to the root. Or if we are checking all the nodes over here in the helper, what we can do is we can simply say if this is not true, return false. Right? Yes. So the idea was fine. I was able to solve this question because we can do this thing, right? We can return false simply because we are checking all the nodes, and anywhere we find a point where the head and the root, tree root, or the current is not matching, then we return false. Okay, so I guess we can do something like if or hmm, yeah, this works. So we have solved one more problem. We've solved these 3 problems, and we are at what time we are at. We are streaming for an almost an hour. Let's see. Another problem. I don't want to swap sex of employees. What a good name. Let's do this one. This seems interesting. Do we have anyone in the chat? If you guys want to join in, talk, whatever will be fine. And um yeah. Find center of star graph. There is an undirected star graph consisting of n nodes labeled from 1 to n. A star graph is a graph where there is one center node and exactly n minus 1 edges that connect the. Oh no, I don't want to do this graph question. Uh, we can do this one. This seems cool. I need a break. I need a 5 minute break, I believe. Give me like 2 minutes. I need to. So I'll say. I'll be back in 2 minutes. So I'm back. I had a little water break. And let's move to this question. So it says most frequent number following key in an array. You are given zero indexed integer array nums. You are also given an integer key which is present in nums. So you are given a zero indexed array nums. You're also given an integer key which is present in nums. For every unique integer target in nums, count the number of times target immediately followed an occurrence of key in nums. In other words, count the number of indices such that I is greater than equal to 0, less than equal to nums dot length minus 2, nums of I equal to key, and nums of I plus 1 is equal to the target. So key is 1. For target equal to 100, there are two occurrences at indices 1 and 4. Return the target with the maximum count. The test cases will be generated such that the target will have when maximum count is unique. I can do a map based approach in this one. Um, so this is my key, and then I get the occurrence. So this is my key, I get the occurrence. I can easily do it with a map, but do we have? I don't need a map either. I can just create an array and what I can do is for int I equal to 1. For loop till I minus 1, if nums of I is key, then we say frequency of nums of I plus 1 is plus plus, and at last we return the maximum, so int answer equal to 0. So for int I equal to 1, I is less than the, I think it should be right, I equal to 1, I is less than frequency dot length. If the frequency of I is greater than max frequency, then we say answer is equal to I, and the max frequency is equal to frequency of I. Oh. Right. So this was an easy question. I think we should do one more. We do a medium now. Oh no. We do a medium. I think we can put a filter. Let's do this one. This seems a bit difficult to me. The stream is going fine. Everything seems to be working. Yeah. Number of pairs of interchangeable rectangles. Okay. So you're given n rectangles actually presented by a zero index 2D integer array where rectangles of I is equal to width of this and height of this denotes the width and the height of the ith rectangle. Two rectangles I and j, I is less than j, are considered interchangeable if they have same width to height ratio. More formally, two rectangles are interchangeable if width and height of I ratio is equal to width and height of this ratio using decimal division, not integer division. It's 4, 8, 3, 6, 10, 20, and 15, 30. I can do an n square in this one because it is 10 raised to power 5, so I can't go over each pair and then check. There is probably some other thing. I'm thinking in terms of like GCD, but I might be right there, I might not be right there. But let's see. Oh, wait. In the description, did we put the last problem? Yeah, we did. So 4 and 8, the following are the interchangeable pairs of rectangles. We can simplify all of these. Yeah, we can simplify all of these and then easily compute the stuff. Hmm. One online. I am the only one doing this problem. So by simplifying, what I mean is I can do 4836. So we have 4, 8, 3, 6, 10, 20, 15, 30. So I can simplify as in I can make it 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2. This will also be 1 comma 2. If we take the GCD and then divide it by it. So for this case, it would be the GCD would be 15. So 15 divided by this 1 and 2. GCD in this case would be 10. In this case, it would be so GCD. Let's write the GCDs. 4, 3, 10. And we divide both of them by the GCD and we get this 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we have 4 into. I need an eraser. I need to implement an eraser for this tool. Uh, yeah, I need it. The number of pairs interchangeable rectangles and rectangles. Number of pairs, right? So in terms of pair, if I talk, it's if I don't talk in terms of pair, it is like this one can pair with all 1, 2, and 3. So this can pair with 3. This can pair with these two. This can pair with this one. So we get 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6, which is our answer. Or we can do all of these which are same. So which is 4. 4 factorial is 4, or not factorial, we can do 4 and then it can pair with each other one of them, that is 4 and n into basically n minus 1 divided by 2. So 4 into 3 by 2 is what will give me like 6, which is the answer. I need to check math, GCD, Java. It's the Euclidean algorithm, which I forgot like every single time. So let's implement a GCD, private E. If my B is 0, then we return A, otherwise we return the GCD of A will become B and B will become A mod B, right? This is the Euclidean algorithm. I never remember this thing. I have to always look up. So what we do for each rect in rectangles, we calculate the GCD. We say GCD of rectangle of 0. Hmm. So what we can't do is we can't do n into n minus 1 divided by 2. What we have to do is a bit different. So let's say we have an example where we have 4, 8 and 10, 20 and 30, 60. This is 1 by 2. This is also 1 by 2. This is 1 by 2. This thing can pair up with these both, right? These are interchangeable. So it is interchangeable with 2. This is interchangeable with this 1. So we get 2 plus 1, 3. And if we go by like how many numbers were same were 3, and into 2 divided by 2, I think we get 3, which is fine. It seems fine. Yeah. Simplified. Do I want a simplified or do I want a set? Should I keep a set of integer array? Can I keep set of? So int a is equal to my rect of 0. Sorry, int a is the rect of 0 divided by GCD, and b will be rect of 1 divided by GCD. Yeah. Let's just try to print the set. I don't think we can print the set this way. Return 0. Yeah, we can't do this thing. Mm. So you can keep this. This will be in. So we'll keep three things over here. Let's see the numbers range. Numbers can be large. In map, I can put it simply. Let's put it in map then. Map of string to integer map of frequency is new hash map. Right, I can do this. And then instead of doing this thing, I can create like a string key is equal to I can do A plus B, right? I have J shell, right? I can check it here. Int A equal to 10 and B equal to 20. What will be A plus? Yeah. So I can keep it something like this, or I can do like this. So frequency to output key, and I'll put frequency dot get or default key, otherwise 0 plus 1. Hmm. I think this is fine. And now what we can do is we have the frequency map. So we can say for auto ID frequency. Do we have the auto keyword in Java? I'm mixing some other language probably. We need for each, I believe, for each map. For each. Yeah, let's do this. Hmm. Yeah, the syntax is correct. Now we want the answer. Do we have the answer? No. Uh, it is long. Do we have to mod it by something like 10 raised to power 9? No. It is long, right? So it is long. Answer is 0. So answer, if the value is equal to 1, we just do a return. Otherwise, answer plus equal to, or we can simply do this, right? Answer is plus equal to whatever the current value we have times value minus 1 divided by 2. I need another kind of for loop. Var. Yeah, this one I want. I can do the entry one, string integer. Hmm. I get 7. Let's print the key. Let's print the value. We can do entry dot get value. System dot out dot print. Yeah. So it is 1 by 2 4 time. How is this 7? What in the world? System dot out dot println. Oh. Hmm. Yes. But we were only able to beat 13.92%. I am not sure. Do we have any good solution GCD? I think this was the only solution. We might not have beaten because we are putting it into a map and stuff. But from what I believe, this is a decent approach. You calculate the GCD and then you divide it by it and you get the simplified form, and then you can simply calculate the answer. So we did this problem as well. So we did 4 problems today. I'll put this all 4 problems in the description just now so I don't forget it. I'll put it off screen. I'll go to my live and so if you guys are like watching this stream later on and you have made it to this point, the problems that I've solved will be mentioned in the description below. And yeah, that's I think all for this stream, and let's see when I will be able to do my next stream. I hope I get few chatters in the stream while I do the next one. But yeah, it's not an issue. I think we can close the stream now. I think it was a good stream for solving the problems. And yeah, that's all from my side. Take care. Bye bye. Let's close the stream.